God has given men 6 days wherein to labor, and he requires that their own work be done in the 6 working days. Acts of necessity and mercy are permitted on the Sabbath. The sick and suffering are at all times to be cared for, but unnecessary labor is to be strictly avoided. Turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure on my holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, the holy day of the Lord honorable, and honor him, not doing thine own ways, nor finding thine own pleasure. Nor does the prohibition end here. Nor speaking thine own words, says the prophet. Those who discuss business matters or lay plans on the Sabbath are regarded by God as though engaged in the actual transaction of business. To keep the Sabbath holy, we should not even allow our minds to dwell upon things of a worldly character. And the commandment includes all within our gates. The inmates of the house are to lay aside their worldly business during sacred hours. All should unite to honor God by willing service upon his holy day. A lot of times we completely miss out on the true blessing of the Sabbath because we don't actually keep the Sabbath as we should. A lot of times we'll go out to eat, which thereby causes others to work on our behalf. Sometimes we discuss business or we discuss worldly matters. Sometimes we spend time scrolling through social media or watching YouTube videos, even if it's like a quick 2-minute video. A lot of times we flatter ourselves saying that we keep the Sabbath because we go to church on Saturday. But it means nothing at all, because even though we go to church on Saturday, in reality we're not even keeping the Sabbath at all in our own hearts. God has such a rich blessing that he wants to bestow upon us, but the thing is we can't even receive it because our mind is so preoccupied with all these other things. I'm definitely guilty of falling into some of these traps, and I realize that there are Sabbaths where I don't even receive the blessing that I should because my mind is not stayed upon God. The Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. And God wants our full attention on the Sabbath because he knows that we need it. We can't actually even keep the Sabbath in our own strength. It's impossible because only holy beings can keep something holy. And that goes for the Sabbath as well. The only way we can truly keep the Sabbath is by resting and abiding in God and asking him to make us holy, asking him to dwell within our hearts so that our character and our mind and everything is completely transformed, that you might delight yourself in God and want to keep the Sabbath holy rather than, oh, this is something that I have to do, I gotta keep the rules if I want to be saved. But rather it's something that we would delight ourselves in. I hope this is a practical piece of advice that you can take with you on the next Sabbath, and I pray that we would truly reap the blessing that God wants for us. I hope this is a blessing to you, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.